Okay, good morning, guys. So we're going to be starting a new lesson starting this week and a new project to go along with that. And we're going to be talking about graphic novels slash comic books, whatever you want to call it. It's all basically the same thing. The whole genre of art like this is really called graphic arts, but that also applies to a lot of other things. So I'm probably going to use mostly the term comics, but it also involves anything that is considered to be graphic novels, manga, anime, and you could even shoehorn in video game art if you wanted to. Okay, so let's look at our objectives first. So in this lesson, you're going to be doing a couple of things. The first thing is you're going to learn the term graphic art slash comics, which I kind of already just taught you. Then you're going to be, and this is today, you're going to be starting to create your own original character, or characters. That's what the little apostrophe with the S in the middle means. And then you're going to eventually, using this character that you create, you're going to create a short story with the character. We'll talk about story more in the next video, or maybe the video after next. Depends on which order I wanted to show them to you. You will use a digital tool to finish your story. That's going to be the Comic Life 3 app. And then at the end of all of this, when you go to upload to Artsonia, you will also be using a rubric to evaluate your art. Okay, so let's talk about vocabulary really quick. The first one you already know is proportion. We're going to be continuing on with proportion. We're going to take the lessons that we learned from the face and apply them now to the body. And in your sketchbooks, you should or will have a proportion chart for the body, and you will also have some other tools that you can use in there that show you how to use shapes to build the body up so that you can draw relatively realistic looking characters. Of course, they don't have to be super realistic, it's all up to your style. Composition, you're going to be doing that today. It's a plan for an artwork. You're going to be starting that process. Design is also the process of creating an artwork using the elements and principles of design. So today it's all about what is your character going to be. That's what you're going to be designing. You will be using a technique called contrast, which helps you to create emphasis using dark and light. And we'll talk more about that later. Layout. Layout is the harmonious arrangement of images on a page. So think about a comic book that you've read, or some sort of artwork like it. Every image that's on the page is arranged harmoniously, meaning they all work together, and in the case of comic books, they all work together to tell a story. And lastly, emphasis. Importance is given to objects in an artwork through the elements of art. And we'll talk more about that later as well. Okay, so today, 20 minutes or more, depends on how long it takes me to get through this video, meaning do I have to pause it, so forth and so on, in your sketchbook, and it is silent art. Using your imagination, generate ideas for your character or characters. It's up to you. What do you want your character to be? My only stipulation is that it has to be original. It can be based on other characters. It can even be a character from a verse that already exists, like a universe, but it still needs to be original. Your character can be based on pure imagination, pure thought, or it can be based on you or someone you know. Oftentimes, writers and artists will base the characters that they create on someone real. So maybe if you have a wacky friend, you can make a character out of them. What sort of story do you want to tell? Be thinking about that while you're sketching today. How will your characters fit into that story? Are they going to be the main character? It's probably a good idea. Alright, so that's it. 20 minutes or more, silent art. Let's get some ideas flowing. And remember, ideas come from nowhere. They come from nothing. The first thing that pops into your head. Go with the flow and just let your thoughts flow. It's silent art, so you can't talk anyways.